Everybody, it's Michael from Replica Airgun. Sorry about the super bright lighting and everything. This is my Christmas / pellet gun shooting field test review. I've got some Daisy guns here. So we have, sorry about the lighting, it's winter, it's dark out. I'm shooting this, it's about 2 o'clock. It's starting to get dark already. Just the way it's going. I want to wish everyone a happy or Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So I'm wearing these crazy glasses. They're my eye protection for today, at least for the chronograph portion. I'll be putting on my other point of view glasses for the shooting test, just so you can get that angle when I do the shooting accuracy test from 30 feet out. So we're gonna put basically, I don't know, I'll see how many shots I can get. I'm starting with pellets, so you can see we have pellets in here in both of these guns. So we're gonna do that first. If I can get it to load. Get in there. So that one's loaded. This one's loaded. Okay, so we're live. CO2's in them. We'll start off with the Daisy, and I've got the 617X here. It's the Beretta sort of styled gun. And then I'm going to be shooting the 008. Both of these are Powerline pellet guns. Now, I will also be shooting some steel BBs. I don't know if you can see that, but some steel BBs as well. So those will be next. I'll just do basically pellet, BB, BB. So we'll start out with the 617X. I'm going to put, I don't know, we'll see 3 to 5 rounds to the chronograph. The weather's horrible, so I don't know what kind of results I'm going to get. I'm going to be shooting in single action with this guy. Brand new CO2, about 0.7 or about 7 grain pellets, lead pellets. 397.2, 389.5, 368.6, dropping a bit. And try another one here. Yeah, why not? One more, 393.8. See if we can get 5. So 367.4. So it did drop a little bit, just put it in safe. It did drop a wee bit. Actually, let's get it loaded up here as well for the next batch of shots. So what I'm doing is putting the BBs in. We'll be trying BBs in a second. But let's move over to the Powerline 008. See what this guy does. I'll be shooting in double action with this guy because that's all she does. Everything looking good? Oh, we got some focusing issues. There we go. Okay, we're back on focus. Hopefully that works. Hopefully the other ones were in focus. I think I was actually saying how fast it was. So anyways, this is a one take video because of the weather. I'm not going to redo it. 373.6. 377.5. This gun feels like it's releasing a lot more CO2. 390.3. It's really shooting hard. 385.7. This gun actually has a little bit of kick to it. I'm quite surprised. And it's louder. 384.7. So the 008, shorter barrel, I think it's releasing more CO2. So we're getting a lot more kick out of it and all that. So let's just get these pellets out here, load it with BBs. Okay, let's carry on. Well, hopefully that other one wasn't too out of focus last time, but we'll do what we got to do here. Okay, BBs from the 617X. 393.7. I'm going to shoot in single action or double action. 432.3, 425.3, 415.4, and 5, 410.5. Not too bad. All right, so again, Powerline 008. This should be a little bit more peppy, if I'm not mistaken. All right, everything's in focus still. All right, 5 rounds if we can get her. 408.8, 405.2, 399.0, 391.7, so a little lower, and 384.5. That was quite interesting because basically this guy shot, the 008 shot pellets a little bit harder, but it seemed to shoot BBs a little slower. Maybe the barrel length played more effect on the BBs. Maybe the seal of the pellets on the barrel, who knows? Could be just a barrel size issue, and perhaps pellets are more optimal for this gun. Alright, so let's head back 30 feet. It's a little dark back there. You can hear it's just pouring rain. And let's see what we can do in terms of accuracy with both these guns. I'm just gonna, well, what I'll do is I'll shoot pellets first for that tight group, take a quick look, then we'll run back and we'll shoot some BBs afterwards. So I'll be shooting 6 rounds of each with the Beretta style, the 617X, and then for the 008 Powerline, I will be shooting 8 rounds since they have 8-round magazine, 6-round magazine. All right, so let's head back and see how well these guns perform accurately. All right, without further ado, let's get the accuracy portion of this test done. Start out again with the 617X, and we're off safe. We're gonna shoot single action. It'll be a little bit better for this gun, a little more accurate potentially. And we're gonna start off with 6 rounds of pellets, and then we're gonna move over and shoot some BBs after we take a quick look. 1. That was close. 2. Nice trigger. This might be a dud. I might have double cocked it. Let me just try again here. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick look. Wow. Very nice group. Not bad at all. So we're gonna switch it over now. I'm gonna pop out this BB mag. We're gonna put in, or sorry, the pellet mag, we're gonna put in a BB mag and just see if we can get some shots similar. Okay. Try not to double cock it again. That was a nice group. Something happened there. I don't know, one BB may have fallen out. Yeah, I think a BB fell out, so that'll just be 5 rounds. So the BBs are held in magnetically, and they're both sitting there in my pocket, so one might have fallen out. You know what though? Almost right on top. So except for this guy right here, you're looking at about a 1-inch group. The first group was definitely within one inch, and this one maybe came out a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna put this other mag here so I don't lose any BBs. Let's switch the targets. Just gonna shoot over top the other one. We all kind of saw how tight that was. It was pretty good. So I'm not really worried about it. Okay, so make sure the camera's in focus. Good, let's head on back. And let's shoot the Powerline 008. This is a double action only, but it does have a nice, fairly predictive trigger pull, but hopefully I can get as close as I was with that 617X. All right, let's take a look. Trigger's nice, very easy to predict when it's releasing, so that didn't really affect the accuracy too much. So it pulled a little to the left, and but very centered up and down, really quite nice. About 1.5 inch group. It did spread out a little bit more than the 617 for sure. Let's see how the BBs do. But still, not a bad grouping at all. Okay, so we got the BBs in. Let's head back. Another 8 rounds. Not sure what that's all about. Okay. Wasn't really... Let's see here. Maybe one of these BBs isn't in quite right. Rotating quite right. You know what? I got two BBs in one spot. That's what happened. So I found my other BB that that went missing from the first mag. I got to get it out now somehow because there's two BBs in here. Let me just get it out. That's what happened with that first round where I only had 5. So I'll be right back. Gotta pop this guy out here. All right, again, what happened is the BB from the 617X mag came out. Maybe the magnet on the 008 was a little heavier and pulled it in. So I had two BBs in one chamber, which was making the magazine a little too thick, so it wasn't rotating properly, and that's why I only got 5 rounds when I shot the BBs out of the 617X. All right, so let's carry on here. The show must go on. All right, that's it. Let's take a quick look. All right, so the BBs, I'd say they almost centered to the right a little bit more, but they shot a bit higher. I'm not sure exactly. Some of them were overlapping the other ones. But we definitely, when considering both of these guns, I'm going to say that the Powerline 008 definitely is pumping through more CO2. Even though it has a shorter barrel, it seems to get more velocity. Even the pellets seem to get there, or even the BBs seem to get there a little quicker. The pellets are definitely a little snappier. It definitely has a little more, I'd even say a little tiny feel of kick. There's so much CO2 coming out of it. When you're shooting pellets, you can feel the gun kick just a tiny bit, a little bit of pressure coming back at you. Not so much with the 617X. It tended to, you know, it shot good overall. It seemed to have better accuracy. So we got a tighter group using pellets and BBs. Very, you know, fairly consistent, still right around 400 FPS. Nothing wrong with that for both pellets and BBs. So pretty close. Both guns, you know, not bad shooters overall, really, for the low cost. They're about, like I said, somewhere in the $80 price range, maybe a little bit less. Anyways, thanks for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. Don't forget to watch my written tabletop reviews for both of these guns, where I have photos and information there on these gun specifications, all my input and feedback from the tabletop review. Come on down to replicaAirguns.com again for other articles and reviews, and of course our Canada and US Replica Airgun stores, where we sell air guns, BB guns, pellet guns, airsoft guns, blank guns, knives, and other accessories. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.